Hello and welcome back to Fun Deck Frequence. I know only very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale, but I gotta tell you something. Today we are gonna see the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Welcome back in the kitchen, everyone. You've waited for this, I think, a pretty long time. Some of you guys mention it again and again, but today is finally the day we have Blue Eyes on the channel. So welcome to the video, Mr. Blue Eyes White Dragon. This legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction. Virtually invincible, very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. Well, we do, so we tell the tale today. Our main goal is to bring that guy out and kind of win with it, which can be hard to let this stay on the field. But I decided there are many variants of Blue Eyes decks. On our live stream the other day, we built actually a like relinquished Blue Eyes deck. Like instead of relinquished, we had the Blue Eyes. And I wanted to feature this on the channel, but I decided I want to have something else, since I don't think it's so good, and we love to play control, so I decided let's do a Blue Eyes White Dragon control deck. And man, when I look at this card, I have so much nostalgia in my heart, because this was like the starter deck Kaiba was the first thing of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've ever had in my hands. We were on a school trip. I was like 12 years old or so, and we saw these decks in some store. And I bought like starter deck Kaiba, and my friend bought like starter deck Yugi, and we battled in the bus, just like in the anime we used like trap hole like Sakuretsu, because you like attack and go into a trap hole and like stuff like that, and summon without tribute. You know the drill. Guys of this generation really know these times. So very high nostalgia here, I think, for many of you guys. So like I said, the main goal is to have some stuff to bring Blue Eyes on the field and have advantage of it. We definitely play 3 of the Blue Eyes, since it's not searchable and we want to see it on the hand. We also play 3 Fusilier the Duelmode Beast, because this is a level 7. With Metamorphosis we go into King Dragun, can special summon this guy from hand. It's protected, so this is like the theory or the main goal, to have King Dragun and Blue Eyes on field with some other stuff to protect it or to have advantage of it. So if we have these two and the Metamorphosis, we already have a very good game state. By the way, for the corner monster, I decided for the other artwork of Blue Eyes White Dragon, the LOB original, because I always can't decide which one I like more. I love both. It's like the same with Dark Magician. The thing I told you in the Dark Magician Night video. If you didn't watch it, I will link it right here. So we have in the corner the other one, and we have in the deck the OG, because I think the OG is just the OG. We play BLS since we have some darks and some lights. We can afford this. Tried it also with like Chaos Sorcerer, with Thunder Dragons, but I think this is just fine. We have one Kaiba Man. This one can special summon a Blue Eyes from hand by attributing itself. It's a warrior, so we have a little warrior package with DD Warrior Lady and Exiled Force, so we play one Rhoda to can like search it out. But we also play 2 Shining Angels, so we can search out Kaiba Man or DD Warrior Lady, or maybe Magician of Faith, but I think we won't do that. But this is a cool synergy to get this guy on field, or maybe DD Warrior Lady, or maybe just some lights in the grave. We will see. Like I said, this is a control deck, so we run a Magician of Faith with a Tsukiyomi. Always good to have them, the level 1 Magician of Faith, for the tear, and etc. I decided we play Morphing Jar in the main, because in a control deck this can be very good. We have Breaker, Tribe, and a Sinister Serpent, also needed in a control deck. Searchable by Sangan. Sangan can search out also Kaiba Man, you name it. So this is the monster lineup, the Rhoda, like I told you. We have 2 creature swaps, since we have Scapegoats, we have Shining Angel, Sangan, good stuff. We have 2 Metamorphoses and 2 Scapegoats. I think that's enough for this deck. 2 Nox, Snatch. I have a card destruction, because sometimes we can brick, sometimes we want this guy in grave, and this is a good opportunity to bring it there. We have the Trinity, Heavy Storm, and a Giant Trunate, because we have some synergies with Premature Barrier and also with Call of the Hornet, because we play Decrease. and 1 ring. But if Call of the Hornet like brings back a Blue Eyes White Dragon, we have Decree on field, we activate Giant Trunade, have a use maybe of these both even. So I really, really like that. And sometimes the opponent doesn't think we play like, if Storm is gone, they're like, okay, I can set all my back row, my stuff. We have a Giant Trunade maybe in the late game and can have a big push. So this is the main deck. I really like it. In the side we have our lovely Cyberjar. We have 3 Karibos against Reasoning Gate because we had the space in the side, and in control matchups it's very cool, I think, because it's a dark, it's a level 1, it can protect you very good, so happy to have these here. We have 1 Parshath against control. We can side out one of these, or maybe even the Duel Beast or whatever, have a tribute monster or more tribute monsters, and it's so good against scapegoats, and I just love the card. We have 1 Book of Moon against control. We have a 3 full Kaiku package. I realized when I played against Turbo, Kaiku is pretty good here with the decrease. It's very good to play aggressive then, and I'd rather have the Kaikus instead of a mind control in that matchup with the King Dragun and the protection anyways, so really want to give this a try. 3 Kaikus, full package, go in. Super cool. We have a pretty good burn matchup, I would say, because we can side out the scapegoats. Against like Panda Burn, we side in an MST, we don't main it. We have 2 Vox, we have the 3rd Royal Decree, and a Jinso. And I added a little Mirror Force because against the aggro matchup, I realized we are pretty good here with the scapegoats, the decrees. We just side out like the Nox, and I think that's even all to side out because we have the recruiters with the creature swap. So we have a decent matchup, and against Reasoning Gate we are also pretty good prepared because we have 3 level 7s to go into Last Warrior. So if we play against Reasoning Gate, this would be awesome because I think with the Karibos and everything, and the Parshath maybe, and the Cyberjar, this looks just fine. So a little extra I added in the extra deck. We have a Sanct Joan because this is a light, and maybe we can like Metamorphosis away even a Duel Beast for this if we need maybe a Dark Engrave or so. This can be useful. So welcome to the extra deck in this deck. But folks, this is the whole deck. As always, I have some replays to show you guys, and then we will have some real matches. Welcome to replay number 1. I changed some stuff in the layout. I added a Tsukiyomi to the control layout. I think it's pretty cool, and I rearranged the scapegoats a little bit. I think it looks even better now. Hope you like it too. Let me know in the comments as always. Thank you guys so much for your comments about the layouts also and everything. So please continue that. Whoa. Okay, I have to pause here. So this is first replay against Joan Chris, I think is the name. Pretty experienced player. So let's see where we get there. They gently left these cards on field to let me do the commentary. So they started with an Upstart, followed by a Pot of Greed, followed by a Delinquent Duo. So already looking pretty bad. Let's see where we get there. We have a Blue Eyes already. Heavy Storm, they hit the Heavy Storm with the Duo. We discard definitely the Blue Eyes since it will break maybe in the hand. We have 2 creature swaps and 1 BLS left, so looking super bad. They said 3 back rows and 1 monster. We draw into Tsukiyomi. So I think we will definitely summon Tsukiyomi. Or we set Tsukiyomi, alright. I think that's the safer play against like Ring or so. That's why we set it, I think. They chained Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, discarded a Dekoichi, and activate Jar. So we are left with kind of nothing, but I'm kind of glad that we have the second creature swap, but this looks even worse. So they flip a Spy, get another one in attack position, and I think try to get in. They discard Thunder Dragon. Let's see. With the Tsukiyomi we have a Dark, and if they don't have anything against it, we have a big play next turn with the creature swap because we can out both Spies with it and get our Tsukiyomi back to hand. Let's see. So this time I think we summon Tsukiyomi. Okay, I decided... Okay. I decided to set it because it will block the Spies. So maybe we can have even a little bit of defense here. Let's see. They don't have they have light dark yet, so Tsukiyomi blocking the spies. Another set monster. So they didn't flip the first set monster, so this could be like in my thoughts in the duel. We see it now, but in my thoughts in the duel we see could be a Sangan or a Serp. So we have we used the new knock definitely against the new set, and then they solemn judgment it. Damn. So I think now we will flip Tsukiyomi, set one of the spies, attack into their spy, and get BLS out, because this is the only thing we can do here. If they recycle maybe the pod or the Delinquent Duo, we are totally screwed. So we try at least to like survive. So we banish their Moth, and then hope they don't have like Snatch Steal or something. Into Grace, very good. So they definitely should have an answer here, I think. Discard TD number 1, TD number 2. Let's see what they have. Well, they're at 3400. They go to defense with the spy. Book of Moon. So they have a knock, I think. Okay, they don't. I think they wanted to they have Torrential and wanted to play around, and look what we draw. This True Nade. Just sweet. This is such a great True Nade, because now we can flip up again the BLS and even attack into the 2 spies. Just great. This True Nade already paid out so hard. So okay, I decided to banish the Unknown because I think it would be Sangan or so. I think that's the right play. So their Torrential will be dead forever, like except they summon a monster by their own. We definitely won't summon a monster. We, I think, have to try to attack into the spies because we have to risk some stuff. Unfortunately, they have a Mirror Force. We set the Serpent and try to survive. Of course, we could have banished, but we really had to push here. They just wait for their Chaos Monster, so I think that was the right decision. This looks not good. So to get in with the Spy and the Sangan, 2200 damage. Another set back row. We draw into Rhoda. Of course, get back the Serpent. Yeah, I think we get into the Warrior Lady, try to get over one of the spies. Nothing more we can do. Maybe this creature swap will help in the future. Let's see. A Solemn. So this should be like over. It's not game yet. Let's see. Another Jar. And BLS. Alrighty. So this is game 1. No chance at all. I don't think it would have made a difference if we didn't attack with the BLS, because they had BLS maybe even then already, or they drew it. So this was a sinking ship with the Trinity of the opponent. What should we do? But it was okay. And here we can see we sided into Decree. I think it's pretty cool against, well, we had Decree in the main, but we sided into the Jinso and the Decree package, as it seems. So this is kind of a weird hand, because we could play out Breaker. We don't have any back row that could be destroyed by a snatched Breaker. Usually I don't like it, but I want to do something. So I think, yeah, we just summon Breaker and hope they don't have a snatch or an out against it. So let's see. I also didn't want to set Morphing Jar. We have pretty good cards in hand, so maybe we can have a use of the Breaker effect and then tribute it for Jinso. Unfortunately, they sided into a pretty aggressive side and beat over the Breaker with Berserk Gorilla. Unga Bunga power here. I hope you watched our Unga Bunga video. our beast down return video. If you didn't, I will link it here. We draw into Shining Angel. So we could think about, yeah, we could have think about like Prima back the Breaker and tributed for Jinso, but I think summoning Shining Angel and Chill's pretty good. They have to attack. We already have Dark Light then Engrave. Yeah, they have a tribe. We don't care so much. They discard a Thunder Dragon and get in with both. So now we have to do the Prima play. Hopefully it gets through. Snatch, even better. So we could think about snatching first. I think that's way better. Like, snatch the tribe, see if they have a book or so. Have a book. And then now we have to do the Prima play. That's also fine. Hopefully they don't have like a Dust Tornado or an MST. Okay, they didn't get what I wanted to say. We bring back the Shining Angel. Let's see if that's okay. Alrighty. Tributing for Jinso. I think we can think about even bringing out BLS here, but I think we can wait. But we're at 3,500. Yeah, let's be aggressive. They can't play any traps. They don't have Chaos live yet. We have to take advantage of this. So we attack into the tribe and then double attack with the BLS. Awesome. Just awesome. We even have the Metamorphosis for maybe a, I don't know, Gatling Dragon next turn. Maybe to banish a set monster, then get away, then get the BLS to grave with the Metamorphosis and bring out like Gatling Dragon and have lethal. Let's see. Not so much they can do since they don't have a dark. If they have Graceful now, of course they can bring out a Chaos monster. But hopefully they don't. Man, I like the Tsukiyomi in the control control layout so much more than in the Chaos Turbo layout. I made some changes there too, so be prepared for it. I think it's pretty cool. I made some changes in general with the layouts. I just love doing changes in the layouts. So here we have another True Nate, very cool. So True Nate is coming down. I don't think it really matters, but they have scapegoats. So I'm glad. I'm glad we see the scapegoats now, and I do appreciate again that they summon the right scapegoats. Any single scapegoats, any color. I think here we banish the set one, go into Gatling Dragon. Should we go into Gatling Dragon? Yeah. We really want to get rid of all the tokens to avoid a meta play. So let's see where the luck will bring us. We just have to flip 2 heads to get rid of all of them. So 1 head here, 2nd head, 3rd head. Alright, we are lucky today. So 3 scapegoats gone with the effect, and we can even have an attack push. Love the deck. Even like the blue eyes made so much work here. Yeah, it's funny if you build a deck with like an iconic card and win without it, but at least the deck works, you know. We didn't see any Fusilier yet. That's crazy. We even set the Morphing Jar, so let's see, but I think maybe they just concede here. Mind Control. Okay, okay, it is thrilling in the end. Doesn't even matter. So, let's see. Tails. Tails. Okay, 1 head. I think they get rid of the set one. Alright. Alright, alright. So they have an out, I think. Okay, yeah, they can't tribute. They misplayed here, I remember. You cannot tribute for Metamorphosis with Mind Control. Yeah. Oh. Didn't remember that. Okay. They just quit. So this was a win here. Pretty cool. Like the deck. We drew Blue Eyes in the first game. At least that. But I really like the ending here. So this was replay number 1. Let's hop right into replay number 2. Replay number 2 against Rex Yaptor. Not bad. So day start, we have a decent hand. Pretty cool with the scapegoats and the meta. Delinquent duo, never complain about that. And never feel kind of sorry about that turn 1, or like our turn 1. That's the game. Cold Wave. Love to see the card with no monsters in hand. So spicy already. Rex Yaptor, well. Yep, nothing we can do. They summoned a Fusilier, so this could be like Horus, Reasoning Gate, whatever, maybe Control. Let's see. Well, they don't have pressure yet. Not really, just a 1400 beater. Let's see what they do. They set 2 cards, have a duo by their own. So I think we get rid of 1 scapegoat at least. Okay, unfortunately they get rid of the creature swap. We could think about even get rid of the card destruction. It doesn't do much here. And I'd rather keep the scapegoats, I think. Yeah, that's better. So they get in for 1400. Maybe they even play limited removal. Let's see. So activating duo. Let's see what they left in hand. Cyberstein and the book. Very, very happy to see that go. So I think here we just set everything except the meta. We could think about even setting both scapegoats if one of them gets destroyed, but we have the ring, so yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see if they play Decrease. So that's an easy scapegoat activation. And with the meta, it can be pretty big because Tear would be 2800 and not 1400. I wasn't so sure at the time. I was 90% sure, but I always want to check to be definitely sure. So we draw into Moth. This could get back creature swap, maybe the card D. Let's see. Maybe the card D. Let's see. I love rhymes accidentally. So yeah, I think we just yeah, here I checked. I think we just played a Metamorphosis to rather get the set monster. I think that would be smarter. Okay, we decided to go for the big one because I think I read here this won't be like any flip monster or so. I have a Book of Moon, which is fine, I think. Because we set them off and can get back the meta and then get another tear, so this is absolutely fine. With the book, I think they are on decrease, so let's see. Kaiku. So they take into the tear, of course, another scapegoat, and into the moth. Okay, so we get back the meta. Definitely. I don't know why my graveyard is like that. Maybe some of you can tell me why, but I think it's only in the replays, not in the real matches. So we are left with 1 scapegoat, which we can use for the meta. We have a decree. Don't think it will matter here so much because this looks like a Horus deck or so. So let's see. We use Metamorphosis for the last scapegoat, get the Fusilier, and I think we definitely beat over the Kaiku. But it doesn't really matter. But if we draw into Chaos or so, we are glad if the Kaiku's gone. So I think we set the other scapegoat and even the decree and play right into Storm. Alright. Or we draw Storm by our own. Fine. We attack into the Fusilier. So good. Such a good feeling to have a decree like behind you if you are up on field presence and everything. Snatch. Can't really do something about that, but we have the ring, or we definitely use scapegoats here. We gain some life back. every time when I had to snatch a tear, it felt so weird because you can just attack with that monster. If you play a deck that doesn't have like Tsukiyomis or anything, you sit on this thing and the opponent gains life like infinite, you know? So I like the position here with the scapegoats. We can out that tear anytime with the ring or bring it back to our side with the storm. So I think here we just chill. We have the protection with the scapegoats. I think no. I just thought maybe the Fusilier goes away with the snatch, but I think it will definitely stay. Um yeah, we gain life, we chill. That's why I was such a bad control player in the beginning, because I always wanted to do something. I always wanted to out the tear. I wanted to out the back or whatever. And by time you learn how to use the advantage of a slow game, of a control game, that makes control so good, because you can afford to play slow and have the advantage of it. And I like that more and more the longer I play Yu-Gi-Oh. So, but it needs time. It took like 2 years for me and a lot of games to realize that. Even like when I played Earth, I saw my control opponents, I saw how they played and learned so much about it. So we are already at 8600 again, going into BLS, which is live. I remember because we have the Tear and the Morph engrave. So here we have game. If we activate Storm, Chain Ring on the Tear, and then BLS. They have scapegoats, we don't care with the tribe. Maybe they have a decree. They have a decree. So we have to get rid of our okay, we just get rid of I think we need one more card. Yeah, so we tribe and get rid of their scapegoats and our one scapegoat. Get rid of Kaibaman. And next turn we can get rid of our own tear and win. Let's see if they have something. So at least my guess was right with the decrease. So now we have game. They don't play anything. We even have graceful, but I think we activated it in the game. But it's a bigger flex to discard the charity with the tribe. But you should always, maybe they have a Karibo and you regret it. So you should always see what you will draw. We could even think about discarding meta and premature. To use Tsukiyomi and set the tear, but I think let's just have game here. So discarding the Prima, get out the BLS, have exact game, and win game 1. How look your dinosaurs now, Rex Yaptor? Game number 2. Cyberjar, start hand, like to see it. We have a blue eyes, so you cannot say we didn't play or we didn't have blue eyes, at least in hand. So another Kaiku coming down. So I think this is, well, we could set Sangan or Cyberjar, but I think we don't have any protection, and I don't want them to have another Kaiku or so we try to use the Cyberjar. Hopefully they will summon another monster, and we can have a little plus here, get rid of their board. I sometimes forget about that. When I think of Cyberjar, I just think about the getting 5 cards effect, but you can, like, destroy a board. Like, that's why we have it against Reasoning Gate. It can be so good. Look at this. They go into King Dragun. I think I remember they go even into Horus here. And we have that Cyberjar that doesn't target and gets rid of all this stuff. Man, I kind of felt bad here. So Cyberjar doing Cyberjar things. Sweet. So we draw into Scapegoats, Meta, Shining Angel, Charity, and Fusilier. They go into Serp, Book of Moon, Breaker, Scapegoat, and a Pot of Greed. So they have a breaker and a serpent to summon. I think we summon Shining Angel in attack position, definitely. Because they could have a knock, and I don't want it to get knocked, and if they attack into it, be my guest, it's fine. Then we have already more stuff in grave. Okay, I decided to bring it in defense position. I think it's also fine. If they want to attack into it, it's cool. If they knock it, it's also okay. Our hand is busted already, so I think this should be fine. We know they have scapegoats. We know they have a pot. But we have a graceful with the blue eyes and the premature burial with the Fusilier and BLS, so and the meta even. This looks just great. So I think we go into another Shining Angel. We can even tribute that one for Air Knight. Or so I think they will definitely pot here. Of course, the Cyberjar gave them like new resources and like a graceful now and everything, but we broke like the board, and that's just the biggest thing we could have done here. So I'm super glad about that Cyberjar. And look at this, it's so fun, it's so cool for the content to see this resolve, to have this weird game states where you have like so many cards and have to think about what to do. So they discard a scapegoat and a Cyberstein, so maybe that tells us they have another scapegoat, but they cannot use it right now. So hopefully we draw into like Storm or the True Nade. We draw into Kuribo. That's a good discard fodder as a Dark. We definitely graze here. So I think there is a Decree and maybe a Book of Moon. So we, unfortunately, we didn't draw into like a True Nade or something, but I think we even have the Kyberman. We could go Kyberman into Blue Eyes, meta away the Blue Eyes to get Gatling Dragon, but I don't think it's worth it. I think here we that's a lot of stuff, man. We have two metas. I think I want to keep both. So we discard Kyberman and I think the Blue Eyes, or maybe the Parshath. We can go into King Dragun, special summon the Blue Eyes, bring back the Air Knight, summon BLS, and lose against Metamorphosis. So yeah, we discarded Kyberman and the Parshath. I think we definitely go into King Dragun here. We can banish the Serpent with the Warrior Lady. So we set the Fusilier, use meta, get the King. Back in the days when I was like 16, I had actually a King Dragoon deck, but with the Divine Dragon Ragnarok and Lord of D and Dragon Flute and all the stuff. It was super bad, but super fun. If you play like Lord of D, have a flute, bring two blue eyes or whatever, have a King Dragoon every like 15 matches or so. Just hilarious. Didn't know about Metamorphosis and all the stuff back in the days. Without like social media and YouTube and everything, it is hard to get these informations. So we have a Book of Moon against the DD Warrior Lady. So we attack with the blue eyes into the breaker and with the King Dragoon into the Serp. Would be way worse, so we played right into Metamorphosis here. I think I wanted to set the scapegoats in case they, I don't know, get rid of anything here. I think Storm is still there. What did I just set? Did I set the meta? I'm not sure. I think we did we normal we normal summoned the Fusilier, alrighty. So this looks just hilarious. We have so much stuff to do. So much stuff. We have the BLS, the meta. We would just need any removal for the spell trap, but now we know they don't have Metamorphosis. They definitely would have activated it here. So I think next turn we can actually go all in. The only punish here would be Torrential or Metamorphosis. If they don't set anything, we are good to go here. So Cyberstein. Alrighty. Oh, I remember here we had a situation where I had to check again if Gatling Dragon targets or doesn't target. I was thinking, I think it doesn't target, but I wanted to check anyways to see if they can destroy our dragons. They were not so lucky, just one hits. I said like, let me check. Alrighty, so they get rid of the King Dragun, but they're like left with 1600 life. I think they had another play here, if I remember right. Ah. Alright. I don't know why they misplayed. So we have the scapegoats. What did we think about? Maybe I wanted to let them think we have something. But unfortunately they get rid of the blue eyes. And have a 5200 Gatling Dragon here. It was so exciting right now that I kind of forgot to talk, I think, for a few seconds. So end phase scapegoats. So we go for the meta. Another blue eyes. Yeah, we really want to keep that BLS till the last possible moment. Tear coming down. Get the Gatling. Megamorph disappears. Tear is at 2600. Oh, and they admitted defeat. I wonder what they misplayed here. But I had another Metamorphosis. I think they should have gone into another Gatling Dragon, to be honest. And try to kill all the stuff. And then they had... Oh, they would have had game. Oh, we had the scapegoats. We had the scapegoats. But with the meta and the SERP, they could have even gone into Tear. I would have gone into Tear and not use Cyberstein. I think that would be... Ah, they couldn't... They couldn't target. They couldn't target. Yeah, I think premature burial. They could have gotten back the Horus, maybe? Horus with Megamorph. Going over the King Dragoon. Well, I don't know. I think they had more stuff to do than the Cyberstein play. But we won 2-0. Super cool. I loved this match. We had Blue Eyes on field. So hilarious. I just love it. But folks, this is it for the replays. Now we will have some real matches. Alrighty, match number 1. Paper Gang. Unfortunate. Playing against Senior Della Suppression, whatever. Welcome to the video. Experienced player. Let's see if we can pull some wins with Blue Eyes control. Discarding Thunder Dragon. Setting 1 card and pass the turn. Let's see if it's a dust shoot. Doesn't seem like it. Should we summon Sangan or Shining Angel? I think Sangan is always the answer. Let's see. Well, if they have a ring or so, Sangan is way better. And it gives less information, which I think is pretty good. I think we set the scapegoats and pass the turn. Another set one. That's fine. I don't think I want to summon Breaker here. Because... yeah, this could be a chainable, like, jar. Let's summon Shining Angel. If anything goes wrong, we have the premature. But I think I will keep that for later. Alright, let's attack with Shining Angel first. There's the ring. That's more than fine. Let's go in with the Sangan. Opponent's already at 5600. I bet this is a jar, maybe Regeki Break or so. Or maybe a scoop. Let's see. No, okay. Didn't think that. Alrighty, 4600. I think that's it. Perfect. Perfect. Sangan beats coming in. It's a Wing Blast. Okay, on the Sangan, that's fine. They wanna have a like a tempo play. Get the Serpent back in standby. But Grave isn't set up yet. I think that's fine. One set monster and a set back row. We draw the Sangan. Well, the set monster should be like the Serpent, I think. So Ring's gone. I think we can summon Breaker. Maybe get over the monster. It's a Torrential. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Should we call back the Shining Angel? I think we should, right? I wanna have some pressure. And I think I really wanna attack because they're pretty low. I think that's just fine. 3200, we have the scapegoats for any like emergency situation, and now we can maybe have some pressure with the Sangan and the Shining Angel. Graceful. So now I think Chaos will come. But I'm still satisfied with the Prima, I think. Okay, discarding Night Assailant, getting back Moth. So we know about Moth and Serpent in hand. Yeah. That's the point where it gets downhill. They will banish our Shining Angel. Meta into Rio Senshi, I assume. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So it's a control deck. Of course you play against control. So definitely will activate scapegoats here. We don't care about your Rio Senshi right now. But they have kind of light dark setup again because of the Thunder Dragon in hand. Diddy Warrior Lady is pretty good here. This should be the Moth, which can get back Metamorphosis or Graceful. And like, I think I want to use the Warrior Lady here on the Rio Senshi because I don't want it to get banished by a new Chaos monster. Yeah, let's use the Warrior Lady. And Pro set Heavy Storm. I think that's fine in this situation. We play right into duo, but let's see. It's so good to have a second screen and can use like controls or anything. Oh! Heavy Storm, the Pro set Heavy Storm. Love to see it. Well, they can get it back anyways, but I think they will get Graceful. As expected. At least they don't have a flip monster for the Assailant. Of course they have Tribe. Why not? Okay. Totally forgot to wish like fun and in this case even good luck. Alrighty, I think we summon Sangan and get over the Moth. Maybe we can go into Tsukiyomi. I think they have a Chaos Monster anyways. And Scapegoats wouldn't really save us here, I think. Because they could destroy it with Tribe, so but like they have I think BLS or anything, so But we have to try. We have to try. We could get Kaiba Man and summon Blue Eyes then, but I think we will lose, and I don't want to give them the information, to be honest. They have Chaos. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alrighty, GG. GG. Okay, Chaos Turbo, Chaos Control. So Book of Moon, Parshaft, the 3 Kaikus. We don't need the Decrease, I think. Did they play Decree? They play Wing Blast. Maybe we want the Decrease even. Shining Angel is not so good here. So we can cut also the DD Warrior Lady and the Rhoda. True Nate is not as good. So I think... Do we have too many monsters? I think so. But I think that's fine. Yeah, let's do it like that. I hate the artwork of this Dark Magician girl. I think it looks so weird. Change my mind. Alright, Tsukiyomi, Kaiku, Metamorphosis. I think we set the Kaiku, to be honest. Now let's normal summon it. We have the Call and the Decree. If it gets destroyed, we can have a cool combination with Decree and Call, and if they have Storm, then that's on me. Duo. Alright. Or we can call back Blue Eyes. Maybe have a use of the meta. Let's see. 2 should be the Blue Eyes even. Middle, alright. I think that comes out of nowhere for them. So there goes the Kaiku, unfortunately. But we can end phase. Okay. So we don't have to use call in the end phase. I think we go into King Dragun, bring back the Blue Eyes, and hope that's enough. And hope that's enough. There comes King Dragun. Let's activate call in end phase. That's cooler. There comes the Blue Eyes. White. Dragon. Okay, okay. We got the decree. Let's see. But I think they have Tribe. Tribe or... Well, Tribe exactly. Or maybe the Warrior Lady. But... if I look at the card advantage and everything, we made it pretty far in this match, in this game. They don't have Chaos Life. Like, Tribe is kind of the only punish because we have the decree. Alright. Alright. Well, they could have Scapegoats. This is a definite end phase decree. GG, my friend. GG. Alright. I think I'm satisfied with everything. Oh, I don't like the card destruction. And the creature swap can go out. Didn't see that. Let's bring in the third decree. And let's bring in the Cyber Jar. Why not? We are here for fun and spice. Power of Greed, not bad. We got the Serpent and Tribe, which can be good. Call, cool. Mystical Space Typhoon, cool. We don't play so many back rows, I think. Heavy Storm. I will save that for later. This should be a Moth, I think. We could use MST here, but the Storm anyways. Or we could use Storm. But I don't think that's the play. Let's summon Kaiku. That's a ring, fine. It's a spy. We got the tribe for that. So... We got the storm. I don't want to set call yet. Would we pro set heavy? No, let's set the MST. Pass the turn. I think that's better. Tsukiyomi, alright. Yeah, that's always unfortunate with Tsukiyomi and Kaiku Parshath. Well, if this is not a solemn, we definitely get rid of the spies. So let's summon tribe, ask for a negate. Did I say let's summon spies? I'm not sure. So let's attack. I don't want to blind MST here. Let's set the call. And pass the turn. I really want to have something if they have a Kaiku to keep the serpent. Yeah, there's Tsukiyomi. But we had to get rid of the spies. I think that's fine. I think we end phase MST the back row. Perfect. And end phase call the Kaiku. All right. We get back to Serb for sure. I definitely don't want to tribute Kaiku for Parshath. Yeah, let's just get in. Maybe we can banish the 2 spies. Yes. Okay. And I want to set the serpent. So we can maybe tribute it next next turn for the Parshath. Did they even use duo? No, that was last game. Tear. Well, Tear is fine. Okay, Tear is not fine. Unfortunate. We love control. Well, we can get rid of can at least get rid of the equip with Heavy Storm. Unfortunately, they have a Tsukiyomi, so they have the infinite loop. So we shouldn't waste the storm here. Let's just set it. They have the Tsukiyomi anyways. TD. Or maybe we should use the storm because then the damage is not as high. I think that's better. It was a torrential. Okay. Okay. Yep. Nothing we can do here. This is over. Now they have maybe Tsukiyomi, flipping Moth, attack with Tsukiyomi, whatever. There we go. Get back pod. That knock on the serpent was hard. Maybe they forget to flip up the tear. Happens sometimes. Okay. Morphing jar. But at least we try. At least we try. Okay. Well, they have a knock, I think. Okay. All right. Well, that was a it was a cool it was a cool game too, I gotta say. So I think maybe I will leave this in. I don't know. We didn't really have a chance, I think. If we would have tributed like the Kaiku for Power Shaft, they would have had the Torrential, so I think we made everything right. Tsukiyomi really put in some work. Maybe I should have waited with the tribe because of the Tsuk, but we didn't have an answer for the Tsuk, so I think everything was okay. So I'm satisfied with match number 1. Let's hop right into match number 2. Alrighty, hopefully more luck this time. Masuta-chan, I remember that name. I think we played recently against this person. But they had a different profile picture, I think. Okay, you got the stone. You stick to your stone. Alrighty, let's see. Morphing jar. With 2 blue eyes that can be sent to the graveyard. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, just 1 set card. We got the knock. And call. Well, this is perfect. So let's see what they have there. DD Scout Plane. Okay. Well, that's a good out against knock. That's for sure. Alright, let's set Morphing Jar. Set Call and set Scapegoats. Let's see. There we go. We got the spice already. Cool. Donnie. That's fine. Please no knock. Damn. Alright. Fortunate. Unfortunate. So we activate Scapegoats. They set a card. We have Call, which is dead, unfortunately. Would be cool if they would have duoed us. But well, summon DD Warrior Lady. Try to get over the Dawn. We have to Call if they have like a Saku. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, let's see. They have 3 cards. Hopefully they draw into duo. That would be just awesome. Yep, of course they attack into a goat token. Alright, Decree. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Let's attack over the DD Scout Plane. Or at least try. Okay, perfect. We will set the Decree and pass the turn. So, if they have an out against the Warrior Lady, what the hell? Damn. Skull Lair. Remove from play any number of monster cards in your graveyard to destroy 1 face-up monster on the field whose level is equal to the number of cards you removed from play. Man, that was spice back in the days. So they get rid of a goat token, I think. Damn. Not bad, not bad. Okay, they found a light, unfortunately. A friend of mine played this card back in the days. Exiled Force is more than fine. So let's use Call. Maybe they have another trap. No, okay. We call back the Warrior Lady. Okay. Metamorphosis. Not doing much here. Let's just try to get in. If they have a trap now, we got the Decree. How many monsters do they have? 4. So we Wait till they activate it. Yeah. So we have the advantage that they will banish it. We will negate the effect. Oh. Or they do it like that. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, got it. Morph. Well, we can go into tear. That could save the day. Let's see. Yep, we got the decree for that. Damn. Well, nothing we can do here. So, if match number 1 doesn't come to the video, this will be match number 1 for sure. Because look at the spice. We want to have this in the video, definitely. Alright. Ring. Well. Love to see the deck work. So, this is banish, get back stuff. Let's side in the 3rd decree. I don't think we need the knock. We don't want the card destruction. We want the Kaikus. I think we want creature swap. I think so. Let's get rid of 1 Fusilier. No, let's get rid of 1 Blue Eyes. No. No. That's difficult. Let's get rid of 1 creature swap. And 1 Shining Angel. I think that's fine. Let's try it like that. I don't feel like doing the best plays today. I don't know why. Sometimes you just don't have it. But we have a Graceful. With a call. With a Prima. Well, that is awesome. So, activating the Grace Decree. I think we will definitely get rid of both Blue Eyes. Or we keep 1 in hand. Can get back. Let's get rid of 1 Fusilier. We can set 1. Yeah, let's set 1. Set the decree. Pass the turn. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see. If they have knock, it's fine. Yugioh is also fine. Hopefully they hit the Blue Eyes. Yes, perfect. I think the worst card here is Breaker, to be honest, because we have the decree. Let's see. Knock. At least the Prima and the Zug are safe in hand. So 2 cards are TDs, 3 are real, and no dark yet. Okay, could be worse. Could be worse. I think we just get back Blue Eyes, summon Tsukiyomi, detach the Blue Eyes from Prima. And get in. Alright. I think we set the scapegoats. No, I don't want to set the scapegoats. I think it's fine. Hopefully they don't have another knock. I didn't think about the fact that I can't flip it Face up again. Damn. Yep. They get exiled force, I assume. Well. Not a Fusilier. Well, 2 blue eyes are gone already, but we can get over this DD scout plane with the fuse. So let's do that. I think if we flip it face down and face up again, it will get to 2800, I think. I'm just asking the opponent, not sure right now. Never mind. So I think we end phase decree and end phase scapegoats. In case we draw a meta. Morphing jar. I think that's a legit blood monster here. Mataza. Alright. Love to see it. Super cool deck. Oh. Okay. Morphing jar resolving. Let's get the spice rolling. They had a torrential. Well, we kind of helped them, unfortunately. But we drew into Jinso, Metamorphosis. Very good. Another decree. Blue eyes and Shining Angel. Oh, my bad. Oh, also my bad. Forgot about Mataza can attack twice. Okay. Alrighty. We're just going to tear. Or summon Shining Angel, but DD Warrior Lady is the out against this, and I think tear is the best here. So we can out DD Warrior Lady and Mataza. I think that's pretty good. Without DD Warrior Lady having its effect, so. I think we even maybe set the other decree. In case they have like an MST or a breaker. If they have Storm, okay. We have the Jinso. And sometimes 2 decrees can be very good. Book of Moon. Okay. I'm still fine. With 1 Metamorphosis, we outed like 3 cards of them. Strike Ninja is live. Okay. Rhoda. We just got Exiled Force as a target. So we will definitely... We could go into Kaiba Man. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because we don't really need the Exiled Force here. The Warrior Lady. Nah. Come on. We are here for fun. Let's summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alrighty, let's go. I assume they will activate the effect. That's fine. So next turn they can play out their Snatch. I think that's okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Very nice from the opponent. Of course, it's a replay. Yeah, like I said, pretty tired today. I'm not the best player today. I bet they have an out, like Snatch, Chaos, whatever. There's so many. Or a Demok, why not? Into Book, maybe, or Rhoda. Yeah, no chance. I think even with the pod. Well, Lady Warrior Lady is an out against the Demok, at least. So this is 1300. Let's see. Let's see. Still got one meta in deck. Breaker. It's fine. Yeah, that's why we have the second decree. And no, our ring will be dead too, but I think it's fine. Unfortunately, we don't really have we don't have any Shining Angel target left. But we have BLS now. Which is a pretty good top deck if you ask me. They have scapegoats. I don't think they run any. They recycled book, so I don't think they have another. But let's summon BLS. Banish the Kyberman and the Tear. Try to win. Lucky us. Lucky us. So I think Decree is pretty good here. We want the Book of Moon. Usually I want the Mirror Force against a deck like this. Let's bring in the Mirror Force, side out one Decree, and I think the Jinso is not necessary here. I think... Yeah, let's get back a Shining Angel. Kaiku is still fine. Drunade is fine. I think 2 Kaikus are enough. Let's do it like that. Maybe we can sneak a win. That would be cool. I mean, the match is definitely in the video, but all right, Pot of Greed. So we creature swap with the Serpent. They found Thunder Dragon already. Rhoda. 2DD Warrior Lady. All right. Well, no back row. Pot of Greed. Okay. We drew into Metamorphosis. I think we definitely summon Serpent, use creature swap. We don't have any protection if they have like a Kaiku. Could also get into Tear first, but I don't think we want that. Yep, let's do this. And attack over the Serpent. I think I wanna pro-set the Prima to have something on field. That's better. They rotated for the DD Warrior Lady, so I think maybe the hand is not the best. That's what I mean when you like snatch a DD Warrior Lady or a DD Assailant. They really have to put stuff into it to get rid of it, and we definitely get some pluses. That's pretty cool. So I want to summon Kaiku, definitely. Try to get in. We have the Prima if they have like a Torrential or so. Viewing Graveyard, so maybe they have a call. Yeah, we definitely attack. Yeah, they have a call. Alright. The Warrior Lady. I think we definitely attack into it to banish the stuff in grave. Awesome. And Kaiko gets banished. So Prima is dead right now. Did we summon Kaiko this turn? Yeah, I think so. Let's set the decree. That's the turn. Hopefully they don't have a storm. They have a storm, of course. Okay, but storm is out now. Mataza is okay. But we can't use tear on it. Well, graceful is pretty good here. Let's do it. I bet they should play Solemn, I think, right? Trunate, Exiled Force, Morphing Jar. Okay. Well, I think we definitely get rid of the blue eyes. We still got Call in deck. The Serpent. I think we should Trunate here. Should we Trunate here? Well, they have everything still. Yeah, I really want to get rid of the Mataza. Yeah, perfect. Because now they have to deal with the Warrior Lady. We should have maybe set the Metamorphosis since Storm is gone, but I think it's fine. The Warrior Lady is a removal by its own, so that's more than okay. We got an Exiled Force for everything. Okay, we got the Tear, like the Serpent with Metamorphosis for everything. Now we can even go into King Dragun, which I think is the play. Should we do that? The punish would be Tribe. I don't want to overextend, I think. Let's just attack with the Warrior Lady. Because we can use the Metamorphosis also for a tear. So I think summoning King Dragun would be too greedy. Snatch, that's fine. Hopefully we don't die now. Okay. That is more than fine. One back row. Morph. I think now we can go into King Dragoon. Because we are pretty low. Let's see. Punish here would be like Mirror Force, Torrential. Okay, but we don't have a dragon, unfortunately, so this is a single beater on field. Okay, let's see. Unfortunately, Chaos is live, but Snatch is gone, but they couldn't trigger it anyway. Now we got the blue eyes. I think we definitely use the effect. See? Damn. We won. With blue eyes. Mobius, Thunder Dragon, D-Mark. Ooh. Pretty bricky. Alright. Man, I'm super happy. We won with Blue Eyes, I think twice. Was it? No, last time was BLS. Okay, we were pretty lucky with that BLS. But man, we got some Blue Eyes action here. I think that was fine. We had so many outs, so many stuff, but Morphing Jar and everything. Love to see it. Love the deck, and I think, folks, this is a perfect wrap here. That was such a cool deck with the Strike Ninja and everything. I'm super sure we played against Masuta-chan already, and I think they had a spicy deck last time too. So thanks for the match. And you guys, thanks for watching this video. If you didn't subscribe to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Would help me a lot, would mean a lot to me. And if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs up. Construct signing out. I wish you all a good day. See you next video.